All right, welcome on in, Heisters. How are you doing today? I hope you're having an excellent Thursday. It is good to see you. I love that the first message I see after I go live is Brody on YouTube saying, "Who the fuck is Elizabeth?" Hi, it's me. I don't blame you for not knowing who I am, though. I only recently returned to streaming, even though I've been with Starbreeze for 7 years now. I have been away for about a year, even a little bit over a year, due to a sick leave. But I am back. And I know I saw some comments as well saying, why is this not a news with Elisabeth or a news with Dev stream? And that is because we've already confirmed that there's going to be Twitch drops. So I was worried that if I said that this was going to be a news stream, people would be upset that I'm not telling them anything new. Because, I mean, I'm telling you more about something you already know about. So it's news, but it's not. So that's why I was like, I'd rather do a heist with rather than do a news with where people might expect more than what I actually have to offer, and I hope that makes sense. And yeah, I know, it's not a 10-minute intro, it's not an Elmir stream. But yeah, so basically what I want to talk to you about today is Twitch drops, which again, we've already confirmed that there is going to be Twitch drops for next update, but that's what I want to try and actually show them to you and like talk to you about like, you know, how the process maybe generally works. I would love to hear from you as well, like how you like the Twitch drops, if there's anything that could be changing or like all of that sort of stuff as well. Yeah, old news with Elisabeth. That's the one. That's what we should go with next game. Yeah, recap with Elisabeth. That's also a good one. Any word on the new rotation of Mask of the Week, or at the very least adding the current rotation's catalog to the shop? I would have to check on that and get back to you. I'm not sure. I don't have an update for that right now. Yeah, maybe that's what we should have done. Short news with Elisabeth. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Twitch drops, and I guess I can just immediately get into the game. Let me just launch the game, because I have made sure to add them to a game account, because we have a branch now that we've showed you before with the upcoming stuff in it. So I've made sure to add the Twitch drops, and they worked when I tested it, so let's hope they still work now that we're live, because, you know, that's how it usually works sometimes. When we switch to live, it all of a sudden doesn't work, but let's hope. But I guess we might as well switch over. Yeah, small news. You're ready for Party Powder Heist? Hell yeah, I'm so excited. Nuclear asks, there are Twitch drops or there will be? So there are not Twitch drops right now. They're not currently active. They will be active on Monday. Has the mini Uzi been buffed recently? Good question, Paul Harrison. I admit I don't know. I'm not super in the loop when it comes to weapon. I wish we had asked that on the Tuesday stream when Alex was here, because we had a weapon artist here that would know a lot more about weapons than I do. But that's definitely something we can check on. Blue Shell Redux says, I'm still waiting on buyable heist favors, but otherwise you're fine. Yeah, God, that is something that would be absolutely great to add. Well, Brody says, I hope Starbreeze adds secondary shotguns on YouTube. Have I got news for you? Although, to be fair, I didn't add it to this account because I wasn't planning on showing it off today, but this is the update. As you can see, I've not played on this account on this branch, so I have no progress. But yeah, this is on a test branch. So, but I wanted to show you this, because this is going to be the next mask for the next Twitch drop. So I guess I'm starting with the big one, you know, the 3-hour drop, but I quite like it. Can people guess the theme already, seeing this? Yes, absolutely, I'm a level 1 Dallas. Can I comment on offline mode, since you've been talking about some year 2 news recently? Good question, Buzzer Ravethead. I wish I could. I currently can't yet, though, but that is definitely something that we need to address. I mean, we've said we would for a while now, and it's very unfortunate that we haven't been able to yet. Yeah, it's a hazmat mask, kind of, yeah. Ricky Fingers asks, where's the source code that we are supposed to look at for the secret? I thought that went live this morning, did it not? That's another thing, I'm not super involved in the ARG stuff, so I'm not entirely sure what the status is. But I believe I was told it went live this morning. Please consider adding standard illuminated reticles to improve aiming on night maps. It would enhance visibility and overall gameplay experience low light condition. That's a good point of feedback. We'll have to keep that in mind, yeah. Is the theme of the mask cooking meth? You kind of retarded. Okay, it might make more sense when I show you more parts. But yeah, this is going to be the mask that you can earn in the next Twitch drop, going live on Monday. And I guess we bring out... You know what? Let's customize our car for it. Let's make Mario happy by customizing our car for with some of the additional things. That's not it. I need cosmetic. Because you can also get... Actually, I should have probably showed the mask first. But this is the weapon charm that you get with the update. I wish I could zoom. I wish I could show you a bit better. But you can see it in the icon, what it is. You can see how it looks on the gun. Yo, morning. The official Lucifer. Yeah, happy Thursday. Yeah, it's a dump job weapon charm. I think it's pretty obvious what this is. It's radioactive. It's not Half-Life though. Like, not the official Half-Life at least. But I can see why it would be similar. But yeah, that's the weapon charm, and let's see. This is one of the stickers. Little mushroom cloud. I'll keep it there so you can actually see the description and everything for the sticker as well. Raccoon mask. Chernobyl is pretty good actually. So the one word that we've used to summarize this theme is it's apocalypse. Because I think everyone can agree with me, and honestly, we had already kind of planned this theme ahead of time, but I feel like it's even more suitable now with, like, we have basically had nothing in Payday 3 for like 6 months now, right? Our last update was in February for Jacket, and we've barely even communicated since then, up until when we started talking about Party Powder. So I felt like it was kind of funny, and not everyone agreed with me, but I thought it was kind of funny that, you know, it's basically been a Payday apocalypse. Like, it's been doom and gloom. It's been over, you know. So, yeah, we have an apocalypse-themed Twitch drop now. How much is the new DLC? I can't share the exact price yet, Adam Thames, for the new DLC, but what we have been able to say so far is that the price point will be similar to, I forgot to say, previous Heist DLC. So I can't give you an exact detail, but I can give you that. Wait, maybe... I can't even afford to change, can I? Oh, never mind, I can, because I already have them. Alright, cool. So yeah, I can barely even see it when he holds it like that. But there is still one thing I haven't shown you. Because something that I know, I occasionally see comments that this hasn't been utilized enough, and that is a mask pattern. You also get a mask pattern with the Switch drop, and it's this one. It is called Crackhead. And it basically can make your mask look cracked. Love some self-deprecating humor. Thank you, Ilian. I'm glad, because yeah, I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. But yeah, I think it looks already quite cool on this mask. I think it will look quite cool on a lot of other masks too. There you go. Now you can actually see the description if I have it over here. I'm not saying you're doing drugs. I'm just saying you got a little crack in your head. Hey, it does mention a raccoon though in the description. It's not a raccoon mask, but close. Yeah, crackhead representation in Payday. Oh, yep. But it's quite cool. I'm quite happy with this set. And I hope people will like it as well. This is one of those moments where I'm sad that, like, I wish YouTube had a similar functionality to the Twitch drops, because it's sad that we have to, like, be platform specific to be able to do this. Brody says, I hope Party Powder isn't a paid DLC. I am broke. I am sorry to say that Party Powder, the heist, is paid, but you will get the Judge for free. You don't need to buy anything to get the Judge. The Justicar, sorry, I'm so used to calling it the Judge. And Arbor 2.0 is going to be in there. So there's still going to be a lot of stuff for you to explore, even if the heist is paid. And if you have someone else to buy it, you might still be able to join them playing it. Nixie has any plans maybe on the table to be able to mirror a mask of his weapon around? I hope so. I would definitely personally love to see. You know what? Let's keep this applied. Why not? Why not? Let's roll with it. But yeah, I would definitely love to see the whole UI, like, I guess user experience in general, just be improved, because we're already getting so many extra masks. Like, I don't even have that many masks on this account. This is, you know, just the DLC masks, I think. Maybe a few more. Oh, yeah, I have the collector's edition here, apparently. the pre-order other mask, but I only have those, so there's still a lot more masks in the game, and I already have to scroll quite far. Will I play Party Powder today? I can. Captain Hydra does ask, are the Twitch drops now? So the mask would be nice for a Jinro cosplay. Yeah, so the Twitch drops are not live yet because these are not in the current live game. You wouldn't be able to use them until the update drops on Monday. But on Monday, this campaign will go live, and this is what you get. Can Party Powder be stealth? Yes, it can. I haven't actually done that yet myself, but I'm told that it is stealthable. That cracked paint reminds you of Joyce's butt. And yeah, unfortunately, this is a preview build nuclear, so this is not something. I think the Starbreeze partners might be on here if any of them are currently playing, but general players would not be able to join on this build specifically. But yeah, feel free to ask. I might have probably missed a bunch of questions and comments already about Twitch drops, but I'm down to discuss. You know, if you have any input, if you have any ideas for future themes you want to see. Right now, we're rolling with the apocalypse, but what is the 10 gray mask? That is the next Twitch drop, so this one is going to be available on Monday. You will need to watch any channel streaming Payday 3 on Monday and for 28 days after. Because Twitch doesn't let you have a Twitch drop campaign more than 28 days. But yeah, 28 days after, you can watch any Payday 3 stream for 3 hours and you can get this mask. Oh, hang on, I missed something. I suggested this idea weeks ago to Elmir, so it's time to ask you the same thing. Do you think that shooting hostages should have more serious consequences? You know what? I feel like they're already kind of serious compared to Payday 2 at least, because Payday 2 it really didn't matter at all. But yeah, it's not really as serious as maybe should be. It seems like they don't really care about cleaning costs. Kind of the same problem we had in the first game as well. If you shoot too many, a techie could roll out a tiny SWAT tank armed with a machine gun. Oh, I like that. That's good. This mask is too big, you think so? I mean, I guess it kind of is, yeah. If you look at the front, it's definitely quite a large mask. Like, if you look at these in comparison, like, this one's very slim. This one's very big. Where's your Valentine mask? You got it in Twitch, but it's bugged. Yes, we have had a bug that is currently in the live version of the game, where some masks, they, it can apply to any new mask you earn into your inventory, so it's affected Twitch drops, it's affected Mask of the Week. I don't think I've heard about it happening with DLC mask, but at least those two, where it basically turns to like the default OG Dallas mask and it turns invisible, I think, in this menu. But that is something we're working on fixing, and it should be fixed in the next update. More like a helmet than a mask. It kind of is, Buldrex, yeah. It kind of is. But yeah, I don't know exactly what that bug is. It's, I know at first we thought it was a Twitch drop issues. I thought I had done something wrong with my setup, but then we saw it happening on Mask of the Week as well, so it was a more general issue. The police have really lost it. They kind of have, Paul Harrison, they kind of have. Oh, Alex AA says the boys in blue masks have that issue, so DLC ain't immune. Oh, okay, that's even more important that we fix that then. I mean, it already was something that I really wanted to fix, but if it also happens on paid content, that's really bad. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people have this for their Valentine's mask. It's very unfortunate. Oh, does that mean we're fixing the bug where we can wear a Dallas mask on other heisters? That was actually really cool. I'm not sure. I've not tested the fix myself. I know we've struggled to test the fix internally because you need to have a corrupted account to be able to see if it worked. And I don't think we had one to test with, but the team believes it's been fixed at least. Hopefully it'll work. Do I rewatch chat message after the stream has ended? Usually not, no. Corthez, welcome to being awake. You have missed not a whole lot. I've been sharing up the Twitch drops, which, how many items is it? It's this mask with this weapon, mask pattern that I have on, so that's 2 items. And then there's 3 things for your weapons. I guess 5 in total. If we go back into the weapon, it's this charm. And then it's these 2 stickers. Now they're kind of far away from each other, but... We're asking you guys at bag values when to put it in the van. I believe I've seen that on feature upvote. Do I remember wrong if I said that that's in the... I think that was updated to be said it's in the plans, but now I'm not sure. Yeah, mask charm, sticker charm. Wait, there's only one charm. There's mask, charm, sticker, and pattern. Don't forget the pattern. Because I know that's something that players have asked about too. Have we forgot about patterns? Now, I haven't. I always make sure to try and request a pattern for all my Twitch drop campaigns. Hansaka2 asks, how can I unlock your mask? Good question. You know, that's actually good. This now might be a good opportunity to ask, how would you prefer to get it? Because right now it is earnable through my own personal stream. However, what I might be able, or what I am able to do, but I'm morally struggling with whether I should or not, is while other ongoing Twitch campaigns are happening, I can also set my own mask to be a Twitch drop, but set it to my own channel only. Is that something you would want? You've not lost any Twitch masks, but you have lost 2 stickers? Excalibur, which stickers was that? Was that because they were accidentally deleted? Because I remember that was a thing. Or was it something else? Because we should be able to restore those for you. Okay, Rocktech seems to be on board with that idea. You want to earn the Liz mask in your own time? Fair, fair. Yeah, because I have been thinking about doing that. And there might be other ways to earn it in the future too. But I was thinking of the first way to like broadly earn it. Be like a Twitch drop on my channel. I stream really rarely. I don't think I stream 4 times per week. So, but it might be hard to catch depending on your time zone. That's my mainest concern really. So just to be clear, that would be not on this channel. It would be on my own channel, which I stream there 4 times per week. Make it unlockable by shooting all the beavers. No, Whistler, we're not going to shoot the beavers. No. Stickers are so unintuitive because you see that you only have one of these. Yeah, that's the thing that kind of... Like, we need a UI update, clearly, because, yeah, it says that you have 1 sticker. So even though, like, they're... I don't remember what the status is called. They're, like, inexhaustible or something like that. It's called in the back end. So even though you can apply it more than once, at least I believe you can. Let's check, because now I have it on my car 4, right? Can I also now go put it on... I don't know, let's put it on my pistol. I can. Okay, so you can put it on more, but it doesn't look like that. It's really weird, because you would think you can only do it once, and I know people have been worried about using them because they see 1x, so they think that when you apply it, like, that's, you know, it's done. But that's not the case. But it's just not displayed very well. UI update would be wild. It would, Nextski, it would. Mr. Nirvana wants to know my Twitch. You know what? I'll can I do that? Actually, Higgy, could you do a shout out if you're still here? There you go. Shammy has also shared it, and Mr. Leviathan. That's my username. So hi, Carrie. Well, yeah, if Higgy's still here, he can do. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Shaggy. You can click on that. But yeah, like, I agree. It should not say 1x there because it's very confusing. Like, I've even had to do double takes looking at it because I'm like, wait, is that how it works? It's... Like, I think maybe some of them, I think all of these now are actually inexhaustible. I think maybe some stickers were meant to be individual. Like, I think if you buy one of these, you need to buy another one to use it twice. But it's just... It's weird. We should fix that. Do we plan to collaborate with any celebrities or is someone already being considered? Not currently. I mean, we already have the collaboration with Ice-T. But we're not planning on anyone else right now, as far as I know at least. Mainly because we don't have that much money. I think the money we have, it's better to invest into developing the game rather than to look for celebrities to work with. You want a UPC sticker so you can make all your guns look like they're just purchased from Walmart? Do they use UPC? I'm not very familiar with Walmart. They use UPC stickers? I'm pay for row. Ask, can you guys add mouse and keyboard support to consoles? I thought we did. Maybe we didn't. I'll have to check with the team on what the limitations are there. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is John Wick 1. I would love to. Like, that's the thing. I would love to work with Keanu Reeves, but is it A, realistic, or B, worth it? I don't know, because I think if we have to, especially if Keanu Reeves wants to get paid, which he probably would, we can't afford that. Senpai Killer Fries says, Elisabeth sticker, please. That would be kind of cute though, wouldn't it? Get like a little beaver. Maybe we can get the little beaver statue as a sticker. Or maybe actually my logo beaver. Or like one of my emotes. That could be cool. What about Ron Perlman as Rust? Yeah, I think that's another one where it's like, it would be cool. I don't know if this is smart spend of our money right now. Sean to Coldplay as Jimmy, yeah. Then a message for Panic Room fans in this dark times. I've not prepared any messages for Panic Room fans. Shit. Maybe we'll have to think of something for the Panic Room fans. But yeah, I don't know. Do you want me to play any of the new stuff? Like, I feel like I've shown everything. And again, this is why I didn't want to say this is necessarily a news stream, because I don't have anything too meaty. I just, hey, Twitch drop. Ooh, the Pocket Beaver is a sticker. Now there's an idea. Yes, I can give you another quick look at the mask with the pattern on it. So if we do this, you will be able to see it better. So yeah, this is with the pattern. This is without the pattern. So you can see it also changes a bit color, but I think you can apply, I mean, I can't afford any colors right now, but you can, of course, apply colors in here like you normally would with any patterns. So the crack can change colors. That looks kind of cool, actually. I kind of like that. Oh, the keyboard works, but the mouse doesn't. Oh, that might be what I've heard then. Yeah, that the keyboard works, but the mouse doesn't. I thought this problem was just me, but he saw that a bunch of people in the world doesn't have the same problem. Yeah, now that you mention it, I think I've seen that too. So we'll definitely have to check on that. This says, no celebrities. I know folk want collaboration, but man, I just want more payday, not more IC. Yeah, that's where I'm at too. Like, as much as I do love collaborations, and I'm not saying we shouldn't do them at all, but especially when it comes to celebrities, they tend to be quite expensive. And I think, again, we have, you know, significantly lowered investments. I think that was the wording. So we need to be smart about how we spend these investments. Yeah, I accidentally created quite a cool mask, didn't I? I quite like this, actually. Do the level 4 John heist in the future is something that ties in with the end of John Wick 4, but doesn't necessarily have to star John. Oh, that's an interesting idea, though. I don't know if we would still need their blessing to do that, or if we can do something subtle enough. That's an interesting idea. I like that. You know, say it, Rock and Stone. Yes. I agree. Rock and Stone. I need to play more Deep Rock Galactic. But yeah, this is the mask. Our 90s themed Twitch drops that we're supposed to release with last update still gonna be added in the future. Yes, Havoc. I believe we talked about them the other day actually. So yeah, they are scheduled in for a future update. Yes. Oh, I guess this does kind of stream Deep Rock Galactic, doesn't it? God, I just see that the bot has just posted the Twitch drops thing, even though there's nothing active right now. Yes, the mask pattern can be used on any mask, so I don't think I have the money to customize it. Need to find one that isn't a preset. I don't know. Let's do bunny. Here's what it would look like on the bunny. It's the same thing here. You can also change the colors if you want. So you can make the crack any color you want. Oh, I just realized you can make kintsugi masks. You know kintsugi, when something is cracked and you fix it with like the gold? You can make kintsugi masks. That's really cool, actually. It just struck me that we can do that. The nerd in me wants a future Nier Automata collab, so Payday is canonically a part of Nier lore. I don't know exactly how those two universes would fit together, but I like the idea. Release Party Powder's track now, or I will literally do nothing if you won't. Yeah, I don't think I even have the track, so I can't even play it for you. I'm sorry. It's in some of the trailers, though. So you'll see that soon. You wanted to ask, since you already added the same kind of mechanic from Payday 2's Mountain Master, scaling a huge building with zip lines and how it can interfere and greed. Are there any huge building scaling heists planned? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know of any off the top of my head, but I also can only remember, like, I know, like, obviously there's Party Powder that does not have that. Next one after that does not have that, if from what I remember. After that, I'm not sure. The Rabbit Mask is giving Hotline Miami vibes. It kind of is, isn't he? But it looks really good. We can put it on. Let's see, what other mask do we want to try and put a crack on? I guess this one, Clown Punk. Oh wait, that's not. Pff, accidentally went. There it is. It goes over. This is a bit of a shame that it goes over like the other clown design too. But yeah, it goes over the clown designs. It looks like this. Could be on the table if you start asking for everything. Maybe. Maybe. Any update on the other 3 Mask Mania masks? Were they supposed to be unlockable at some point? I don't currently have an update for you, but yeah, the initial idea for Mask Mania was that we were planning on adding a hardcore challenge system that was, at the time, supposed to be a few months after Mask Mania happened. Obviously, that system is not ready. It was not ready at the time we wanted it to. It's still not ready. And so that has delayed the Mask Mania masks as well. Like, I know we're having discussions about it, whether we should release them in a different way or if we should still wait for the hardcore challenge system to be ready before they're added. I don't currently know what's, like, if we have made a decision. But hopefully we can do that soon. Oh, that's a good point, Yamanu. I kind of forgot about the paint stripper. Let's see. Let's have a look. So if we do this, and then, I forget which one's the paint stripper. Ah, well, I don't have it, but... There we go. That's a good shout. I completely forgot you can put in the paint stripper. So then we keep the original, but you can still then... You know, if we Kintsugi again, you can throw on the gold. Oh, look at that! Yeah, I'm quite happy with this mask pattern. I know you probably can't talk about this, but do you have info with the in-game HUD updates? That's a good question, Dudley Bird. Right now, I unfortunately don't, but I do hope that I get to talk about stuff like that soon. By the way, I'd like to thank Starbase for adding me to the game, but when I was asking, I don't think that's what he meant, but thankful on the list. Oh, because of the nuclear stuff. God, I didn't even consider that, but that's funny. I like that. Yeah, isn't it good, Nick Ski? I quite like this. And you can do this with basically any mask. You can apply the crack. I really like it in gold. But you can also do like purple. Oh. Purple varnish is also really good. Garplay. Hi Liz, I don't know if you answered, but there's a bug where some masks don't show up. Will the 26th update fix that? Yes. So I talked about this earlier as well, and I've said it that we do have a fix in for the next update. We have not been able to test it since we don't have any corrupted accounts in-house, but we believe it's fixed. So I'm like, I've been trying to run some extra checks on it just to make sure, but yes, hopefully. Oh, do I have the waifu mask? Okay, I don't currently have the waifu mask. I think I remember what it's called. Let me see if I can add it to my account. We might be able to fix this. Oh, is there also invisible weapons in inventory? I was not aware of that, but assuming that is the same issue as the invisible mask, then they both should be fixed, yes. And yes, the Twitch drops are out next week on Monday. Alright, let me pull up my account. I think the mask is called... Oh, God. I think it's here. Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, I'm gonna try to give myself this mask. Let's see if this is the waifu mask. Let me fix my money as well so I can actually afford any upgrades. How much cash should I give myself? To be fair, I don't know why I ask. I have a set amount that I always do when I do this. I should fix my level too, but yeah. Alright, so to be able for the stuff that I just did in the back end to take effect, I need to relaunch my game, so I'm just gonna do that. Yep, hacking in progress, exactly. I have a question. What is my current favorite heist? Stealth and Loud in Payday 3. Ooh. I think Neon Cradle. Stealth. For Loud. Oh, that's tough. I don't know. And yes, I'm 100% cheating. You know, disclosure, I never do this if I'm playing on live. Like, that's my boundary. I never do this on live, even though I technically can. I only do this when I'm on a test branch. Yeah, she pro gamer moves heisting in the menu. Yep. I do not have the Teddy Bear outfit on this. That's something I could grant myself as well, although I don't know off the top of my head what it's called. I might still be able to find it. Yep, hacker confirmed. Alright, let's see if it worked. Let's see if it worked. Well, my money worked. My money worked. Did I get the right mask? I did! Okay. I remember what it was called. Alright, let's look what it looks like. So yeah, then we can let's do the paint stripper again. It looks quite cool. I can't help it, Shammy. Every time. It's the same thing for the partners too. Every time they ask to be boosted on like the preview branches, and they were like, can I get some cash? Like, yep, and this is always the amount they get. But yeah, it doesn't look like I can change, I guess, hang on. No, it only changes the face. Yeah, hair color can't be changed. That is a bit unfortunate. You can keep the normal face though. Because yeah, this only changes the crack. It also does not change the hair. You're an amazing studio. Thank you, Shamord. I appreciate that. Are attachment packs for weapons a possibility? I mean, technically speaking, everything's a possibility, but I'm guessing what you're more looking for is like, is that something we were looking to do or not? I'm not currently aware of any plans for it, but if that's something that like you players want to see, I think this is the first time someone's asked, so if that's something you want to see, like, let us know. And yes, I absolutely can cheat my levels. So, but here's the thing, our backend has some limitations. And that is the fact that since I'm level 1, I have no XP, like I haven't even done a single heist. Which means that I can't, because I can't necessarily add anything. What I can do is that I can change something. So as soon as I've earned XP, I can, you know, change my earned XP from like, I don't know, 1,000 XP to 1,000,000 XP. So if I play a single heist, then I can boost myself up, but without that, no. But yeah, that's what I usually, Yamanu, that's exactly what I usually tell the partners. I will tell them to, I don't know why my headphones turned off. I usually tell them to play the tutorial, and then once they have that value, I can tweak it. I'm glad people appreciate my money. You hope they continue going down the route of adding more unique sprays, like maybe a wooden varnish or something akin to patterns like they've been doing recently in a pay to. God, wooden varnish is, that would be really cool. I'm personally biased towards like golden weapons, but that's just a personal opinion. We should have something that everyone likes. The Clancy mask is bugged for me not showing after buying it 3 times. This is a common bug. So it sounds like you've been hit by, we do have a bug in live right now where any new masks added to your inventory apparently can apply to DLC, it applies to Twitch drops, it applies to Mask of the Week, and I guess also stuff from the store. They can show up as invisible. I don't know exactly why, but I know that there is a fix coming for it in the next update. So just pray it works. Hope we can get mask packs as well. You would love to see the mask designer go crazy. That would be really cool, Captain Hydras. I agree. Do I think many players will try Payday 3 again after Armor 2.0 is released? I hope so. Whether I think many people will, I'm not sure. I think it depends on why they stop playing. Like, if Armor specifically was a reason for them to stop playing, I do believe they will be willing to come back. But if they have problems with stuff like replayability, or the lack of the end game, which is also a very real problem, so we still have, Armor 2.0 isn't going to fix that. Wooden weapons are just so classy, like the Moscone and Castigo. I agree. There's just something about the wooden weapon. Yeah, the what makes his end game is the main fix only. Yep. Yep. That's a huge one for a lot of our more passionate players, which, like, we need to fix that. And I know Andreas talked about it. I don't know if you saw it, but last week, I believe it was Thursday. Yeah, last Thursday, I was streaming with Andreas. You might like what he had to say about that. Deadly Bird says, should we expect new guns per patch, paid or free? It doesn't matter. I hope so. I don't know exactly what the plans look like too far ahead, but I know at least currently we're aiming to have like at least 1 weapon per patch. So let's hope we can keep that up. Hi, Millie. How's it going? We're planning on adding a corpse limit slider. Oh, that is way outside my wheelhouse. I don't think anyone's asked me that before. I know that's a thing in Payday too, so that's probably why you're asking. Maybe we should add that to, because I'm guessing that could impact performance then. I'll have to talk to I guess it's the engine team I would need to talk to about that. We'll have to find out. But yeah, for anyone who's just tuning in, if you're late to the stream, which is totally okay. Everyone has busy schedules, but if you're late to the stream, let's go over it again. 10 gray. This mask right here with this pattern is going to be in Twitch drop starting next Monday. This is a really cool coverage video about that stream. They're saying that's true, Iggy. That's true. Why is the FPS limiter at 30? I don't know. This still runs fine, I think. Does it? Looks like it does. Maybe a little bit down. I'll keep it at 60. There you go, that's definitely fine. So this is my personal PC sent by Killer Fire. The specs are not great. But then again, my PC has been like weird because I ran Payday 3 on below minimum specs for a while. And it still ran. I remember this was way before release, but I remember I think it was one of the engine people that asked for a bunch of us to try the game with like some specific tool running in the background because they wanted to test performance. And I remember I sent mine in and they were just like, how do you run the game? It shouldn't work. How are you running it? I was like, no, I don't know. Storm PT asked if the update is coming out tomorrow. I don't remember. No, it is not out tomorrow. We usually try to avoid Fridays for releases, even though Fridays technically are better for the market. So if you're like a marketeer, you will want to release on Friday. It's bad for the dev team. Because if something goes wrong and you need to fix it, if you need to hot patch it, which I know, I rep with hot patching. But if it's needed, like, it's usually rough to put devs on overtime on short notice. So we'd rather do it on Thursday at the latest to have time to fix things. But yeah, when the actual release is, though, it's going to be on Monday. It's going to be Monday next week on the 26th, so 4 days away. Also, I see, sorry to be a broken record, so I might have missed this before, so I'm going to make sure to read it now. Still uploading the addition of Japanese-themed masks and outfits, samurai ninja, oni, theater masks, maybe a katana and throwing stars. You know, I'll have to consider that, because we need to... yeah, I'm trying to think now, because we have this theme for Twitch drops. We still have the 90s drops. I still have 2 themes planned that you haven't seen. But after that, I need to come up with something new, so... that's where we're currently at. You beg of the team, will the TAS get some love? I would love for a vanilla semi. God, I'm sorry, Captain Hydras. I'm a speedrunner, so when you said TAS, my immediate thought went to like a TAS run, and I was very confused. But now I understand it's a weapon. But that's something I'll have to check on. I don't know. It was like TAS. San C4 themed Twitch drop. That would make Whistler very happy. But yeah, the Oni mask in Payday 2, that is a good example. I also like Oni masks in general are very cool. Yo, Dead Killer, I have shown the new Twitch drops, but I'm happy to show them again. I think when I did the recap just now, I completely forgot to do anything except the mask. But let's start with the mask again, because I really like the mask. This is the new Twitch drop mask that will be available on Monday. This is the mask. This is the pattern with the crack. So you can also just not have a pattern if you wish. I'll show it. This is... hey, there. This is what it looks like without the pattern. What game do I speedrun? I speedrun a few games, actually. Completely off topic, but I do a lot of retro and horror games. I think I'm probably most known for... I did Resident Evil 6 at GDQ, and I did 102 Dalmatians at GDQ. I've done Alan Wake 2 at ESA. So, yeah, a few different ones. But yeah, that's the mask and the pattern. We also have stickers. Oh, that's the wrong button. This one. And a charm. So this is the charm right there. I'm trying to turn it over here so you can see it better. It's quite cute. I like it. Yeah, I should, maybe I should make like a little thing on the screen for my Twitch channel, but, yeah, Cashing Out posted it. Cashing Out as the username. And yes, Twitch drops are dropping also on Monday. They will drop it. I believe I've set it to start at 6 p.m. Swedish time. Give me a little bit of wiggle room in case something happens with the update. Yeah, these are the stickers as well. It's the one that's currently equipped, and also this one with the mushroom cloud that has a skull in it. Yes, you can get my mask by watching my stream currently. I know Lucio's 1995 Mask Mania mask list. Oh, same. I was a Disco Molly girl, and I'm so sad. Like, both me and Hawa, Disco Molly girls, and it's still not out. We're fighting, though. Warden actually, is there any chance you'll make stickers unlimited like how charms are? Because right now stickers are still in use. So, yeah, funny you should mention that. We talked about this earlier, but happy to reiterate for anyone who comes in late. So it looks like from this menu that they're single use. However, they are not. Because even though in the back end they are inexhaustible, I believe that's the word we use, they can use them more than once. So right now I have one of these, right? But I also have the exact same one here. The UI is not great for this. It looks like you only have one, but they are inexhaustible. You can use them more than once. God, are the dogs making that noise? I'll pet the dogs, hang on. Alright, you want to come to the left, say hi? Oh, there we go. I have dogs. I'm streaming from home today, so we have dog. We're petting the dog. Hi! Are you being... Oh, he's being annoying. Any plans on Mega Mask with these special effects like in Payday 2? Not currently. I think last time we talked about it, some people in chat said please no. So I don't know. Should we do Mega Masks again? I'll say, here you go. Yeah, Captain Hydra says the right idea. The vanilla ones are one use. Twitch drops and DLC and Nebula Rewards ones as well will be inexhaustible and can be used multiple times. Sorry about that. Thank you. I'm glad you like my dog. Yeah, it's Pay Dog. You want to move out of the way so I can get my chair back over? Thank you. Big dog. I don't know. They're very small dogs. How am I level 1? Because I'm on a test branch right now that I apparently have not used before. We have multiple test branches. This is usually used for certification, which I usually am not very involved with, so I'm level 1. Completely overkill pack 2 electric boogaloo. God, I don't know if we would be able to get away with that. I think Mega Masks were cool, but you would personally wait until you get the hardcore challenge system working and make rewards bad. Yeah, I think I would agree with that too. Like, I really miss having a challenge system in this game. Like, I mean, there's this, but... like, we don't have the good challenges anymore. Like, I really miss how this was. So, yeah, I hope we get the proper challenge system. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm not live on my channel right now. I will be later today, though. In 2 hours and 15 minutes, I will be live on my personal channel. But right now, I am not. You're a proud owner of the completely overkill pack? Nice, Nixky. Yeah, the good old days of trading 200 CSGO keys to get a gift in a mask pack. Yep. Good times, very good times. Do you think they'll update it so we can have multiple patterns on top of each other? Because some are just like one square eye cover or something. That's a good question. I don't know. But I don't know if we would be able to do that. Maybe if we do like a UI update, that would also allow for something like that. Because I think right now, that would be really hard to do. Again, like, I don't work with this stuff. But I think this would need to be changed. I don't know, if maybe we would be able to add like an extra tab up here for like pattern 1, pattern 2, kind of like we have these. But it's a good idea, I like it. And yeah, for anyone who misses as well, this mask and the other Twitch drops, they will be live starting on Monday. Upcoming Monday, 26th of May. Depending on your time zone, exactly when might vary, but it will be at... let me double check what that is. I think I set it on the Twitch backend to 6 p.m. Swedish time. So that is 6 p.m. would be in an hour and 15 minutes from now. So it's probably going to drop slightly after the update, but the setup when I actually put them live on today is a bit wonky because I need to manually test them after the update is live. That's the only way to make sure that they work. So I usually give myself a little bit of a window to do that. It's a Party Powder DLC going to feature a nice amount of C-stack, just like it was the case with the Jacket DLC. Ooh, that I didn't actually, genuinely did not know that the Jacket DLC did that. But that is interesting. I'll have to check and get back to you on that. I like that, actually. That's quite nice. I like the idea of getting DLC, giving you extra C-stacks as well. Why does it remind you of Killzone? You know, Tabby Guy, now that you've said that, I also never played Killzone, but I see what you mean. If I send you my collector's edition mask, could you get Vincent to sign it for me? He designed it, didn't he? Oh, I don't know who did the actual mask. I will check. I'll see if it was Vincent. I don't know. I know Elijah did the cards. I don't know who did the mask. It might have been him. We'll be able to get whatever cut Twitch drops as a DLC pack, so the cutting room floor isn't as full. So if you're worried about it, I'm guessing you're thinking about the 90s drops. We're gonna use them for a future campaign. They're still on our backup list, so to speak. So they will be used. You don't need to pay for them in a DLC pack. Although it's kind of interesting idea though to potentially, because I know Twitch doesn't really like us doing reruns of old campaigns. I wonder if we could potentially do like a free DLC or something, like after the Twitch drops have happened, where you can get it for everyone. Yeah, Excalibur said it does look like a Hellgas. I can't believe I didn't notice that. I only just now noticed it too. For, you know, disclaimer, I have checked with legal that we're not infringing on anyone with this design, and we're not. Yo, 3 times the Payday 2 drops. Nice, Mr. Leviathan. Yeah, that's I think that's also why Twitch doesn't like us do a recurring Twitch drop campaign, because apparently their support has gotten occasionally a lot of people messaging them asking about stuff acting weird when it's a recurring campaign. Challenges for Twitch drop is also a good idea. I like that. MG David, hello, welcome on in. Can we get more Hotline Miami mask? I was ran a Brandon mask in Payday 2 and it feels odd having Jacket without it. Yeah, we need to add more masks in general, honestly. Paul Harrison, this Twitch mask should just be freebies. Yeah, we need to find a better, because I'm so sad that YouTube doesn't have a similar system. And I'm really sad that Twitch doesn't let you just like have them, like I don't know why. I mean, I get why they don't like us doing reruns, but I wish they would build in the functionality instead of like making it really complicated to do so. Yeah, I don't know, Higgy. I don't know. But to be fair, I don't think, like, we have done reruns a few times. No one said anything. I just know when I asked them about functionality for it, they were like, oh, because we don't want you to do it. I was like, okay, fair enough. Yeah, old Twitch drops cosmetic might be nice to put into challenges. That's actually a really good idea. So maybe when we finally get the hardcore challenge system ready, we could put in the old mask, because that would save us from needing to make new things too. But that's also kind of a bummer though for the people who watch Twitch at the time. I don't know. And yeah, Twitch is not your main streaming source. That's another thing, Paul, because like I wish YouTube had this functionality too, because it kind of sucks that only one platform gets to reap the benefits of this. Oh, Jimmy is Creamy asks, why can't we put stickers on the masks? I mean, the short answer is probably because we didn't build them that way, but I wonder if we would be able to change that. There's a lot of people in the team I need to talk to after this. Hi, Guzzler Bear. We're heisting with Elisabeth right now, and we'll be rolling dice with Elisabeth and Project Baxter. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I watched a 6-hour stream for the pig mask. God, was it 6 hours for the pig? I thought I usually set them to 3. Yeah, if people have already Twitched off from the past, just add into hardcore as a bonus. That could work too, yeah. YouTube kind of half-assed their streaming system anyway to compete with Twitch and Kick and whatever. Yeah, it's like, I like YouTube for their video player. Like, their video player is way better than Twitch. I just don't like them for their live streaming features. Mini table weapon charm one. You know what? We talked about that, but I don't know if we're actually doing it. Maybe we should do it for April Fools next year. Captain Hydros asks, will we get more nationality flags? I'll put home country flag on each of the gun. Honestly, same. This is something that I've been asking about too. Because, hang on, let me open this back up again. For those of you who don't know, I'm Norwegian. And the bastards skipped a Norwegian flag, and I'm so offended they did not put my flag in there. It's incredibly rude. Pennymass asked, when did the Almir mask drop? The Almir mask dropped. We've had 2, you know what, actually I still have the Twitch backend up. Let me check. We've had 2 campaigns up for it. Let's see. I can give you the exact dates. So the replay for it, this was not the first time, this was the replay, was available. We had a campaign back in January that had a bunch of replays. Almir's was available between the 13th and the 17th of January. And the original drop was in July last year. It started on the 25th of July and ran until the 19th of August. So those are the 2 windows where you might have been able to claim the Elmir mask. And alright, the American flag, you did. If my flag isn't in there, your country clearly isn't real. Sorry you had to learn this way. Damn. What a way to find out. Chat, if you're not represented here, which includes me, your country's not real. Our countries are not real. Now I'm sad. I'm sorry, my dog is being a menace. He wants me to feed him. Yo, outside dot. Nice to see you back on stream. I have a question. How do you feel about being able to move the pattern of the mask, resize it, and color specific parts of the mask? Like, personally, I love the idea. I don't know how hard it is to execute though, but I would love it as if that's something we can actually build into the game. Yep, UK is not real. You can confirm. Fair enough. Why no puppy cam? I don't have puppy cam. Should I have a puppy cam on this stream? I have a puppy cam on my stream. Will we get the striker outfit? I was informed of the medic outfit. That's another one I need to follow up on because I thought we had made all of those available, but apparently we've missed that one. So we'll have to find out. Yeah, Belgium is not real. You're already such a small country and now it's not real. Yeah, I don't, like, again, Norway's not real. There's very few countries actually included here, so clearly a lot of countries are not real. Will the opportunity ever come for more heat-themed cosmetics? The striker outfit will be an amazing unlock paid cosmetic. It would, honestly. Pubcam is obligatory? Okay, no, fair. Fair. I'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, no, it's, there's so many countries missing from this. So hopefully we can add in more. Hi, is JB. No, I am not Elmir. I am Elisabeth. I've been absent from these streams for over a year now, but I am back. So I hope you get used to seeing me more. Or you better get used to seeing me more, honestly, because I'm going to be over here more. Yep, Bober. Still another weapon presets is not released here. Interesting. Does the Danish flag exist? No. That's the one, like, that's where we draw the line. No. Any community events planned? We should definitely do that. There's nothing I can currently share about a community event, but I personally, I feel like we should do a lot more. We've not done it nearly enough, even if it's just, you know, double cash. Like, I know that's something we already have the functionality for, so we should do that more. Oh, there's so much stuff I missed. Like, you have a car now. Gee, congrats, Nuclear. That's good. The Serial Yapper says, hello, Miss Elizabeth. Are there any plans that Payday 2 or 3 will have Steam Workshop? Ooh. I'm not aware of anything currently, but we are looking at... We finally have got the rights back from PlayOn for publishing Payday 3, so we're still kind of figuring out what exactly that will look like. But maybe that will include Steam Workshop. Maybe not. We'll see. If that fits the plans, if that's something players want, we can definitely see what we can do. Or how feasible it is. Okay, so what is a tea with Sweden and Danish? God, so do I really... I don't know. God, I have 5 minutes left to stream. I cannot give you the full story, but it's basically... It's all of Scandinavia. Like, we have, like, sibling rivalry, like Norway, Sweden, Denmark, like... We're basically all siblings, but Denmark is basically the black sheep. I don't know exactly how that started, but, like... Yeah, no, Denmark's the black sheep. for both of us. So it was like this, like the handshake meme with Norway and Sweden agreeing on Denmark being bad and not real. Hope Starbreeze adds the sticker system from CS2. I don't know what theirs look like, but I'm intrigued. Yeah, it's due to the potatoes in the mouth. That's definitely part of the reason, yes. And also their number system is just... I don't know. They count really weird. Like, they count in, like, 20s. So instead of saying 60, I believe they say, like, 320s. It's weird. It started in the old times with Sweden and all of Scandinavia. Maybe it did. It might have. But yeah, maybe I'll have to discuss more tea on that later. We're running short on time, but I'll see if there's any... Like, we didn't actually get to play today. I've just been talking and showcasing stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, so someone else asked about that earlier too, if we can have stickers and then be able to move them around and resize them, like, up or down or something like that. I would love to have that. Another question you got is, we'll be able to use prefab gun mods freely. Some DLC packs contain reskins of existing mods. Not currently, but we'll have to see if that's something we can make available. It would be really good. You all count on our fingers, therefore if they count in 20s, it must mean they don't wear shoes. Fair. Fair. You only know that Europe exists. Sorry, you're Australian. Very valid. Very valid. Alright, take care, Nixky. I hope you had a good day at work. German time telling is one way, but you lived in Austria, their way of telling time, maybe you want to lose your mind. Really, Gidget? I don't know how they do it. Yeah, France has the same thing. Yeah, they have the same thing where they count in 20s. It's the Franz and the Danes. It would always be cool to see a community event where the community can design masks and what went into the game. Yeah, I agree. Kind of like what we did that for Payday 2. I think we did that for masks. I remember Duke was basically a community creation. Yeah, Simon the Packet. Yes, new mask coming to Payday 3 if you watch Twitch on Monday. Yeah, we'll showcase it one more time in case anyone is coming in super late, because we're wrapping up in a couple minutes. This mask will be available on Monday, starting 6 p.m. Swedish time on Twitch. 3-hour watch time required for this one. It's 30 minutes for the stickers, an hour for the charm, 2 hours for the mask pattern, which is this one, and 3 hours for the mask. Quick reveal, something we probably forgot about. Yeah. There's no chance your country's ever getting a sticker. No, the Ireland sticker doesn't count for you. Oh no. That is unfortunate. But yeah, so this is what the mask and the pattern looks like. We'll quickly also hop back in here and show these. Oops. Yes. Oh, I actually hit the right button. Here's the charm. Little waist barrel that you can put in your weapon. I'm glad people seem to like the mask though. Then there's this sticker. This is one of them. The Rad Trefoil. And we also have What Remains with the Mushroom Cloud. Looks like the Toxic Waste candies. Oh, I think now that you mention it, I think I've seen those. Yeah. If you don't get the medic back as a special, we should get an ex-medic as a heister. That's quite a cool idea, actually. They're just tired of being beat up by the Payday gang in, like, Payday 2, so they're like, fuck it, I'm joining your side now. Any chance to install the submarine heist Elmir mentioned earlier? Maybe the abandoned project on the 18th of October as well. I have no idea about either of those. So, I don't know. I did not know about the submarine heist. I know about an old Hollywood heist that never made it to reality, or the Baby Driver heist. I know about those. But yeah, we are at 5. So that means it's over. And I'm going to turn my game off now. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you appreciated today's stream. And again, I know it was a Heist with stream, not a News with stream. But yeah. You'll learn a little bit more about Twitch drops. So now, again, these will be in the game on Monday. Oh god. Why am I suddenly dropping frames in OBS? There we go. Yeah, 3 hours until decrypting complete. I'm very excited to see you be able to solve the ARG. Words are hard. Yeah, I guess cheeky little shout out before I wrap things up, like for real. I will be streaming again on my own personal stream in 2 hours from now. 2 hours from now. I will not be doing Payday, however. I will be doing Out of Sight, which is actually a game that we published released 2 hours ago as well. 2. But I'll be playing that today. But you can still claim the mask. It's still claimable no matter what game I play. So if you want to come for the mask, you're more than welcome to do that. But the username is Tainted Tally. I'm sure someone in chat can post it for you. But yeah, that's Oh, did you mention the different frame rate? But I missed it. Yeah, it's my computer is a bit weird, especially when the frame rate goes up. But yeah, that is the end. So pin message, thank you, Higgy. Appreciate you. And yeah, for YouTube heisters as well. Hopefully you can find it. But yeah, that's the end. I'll look for a raid target over on Twitch during the outro. But thank you so much for joining me. We will be back with more streams next week. And Party Powder dropping Monday. I guess this is the last stream before Monday, so be there for the release. I hope you enjoy Armor 2.0.